back with comedian The Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So I just got back from a gig tonight, and it was an enjoyable gig. Pool table in the middle of the crowd. This is that gig where they decided to, I don't know, breathe life into the business by putting a pool table upstairs. No one goes upstairs unless it's for comedy, and no one plays pool up there. You're basically hitting the walls. It's not like a huge room, but they decided to put a pool table up there, so the crowd are sort of sitting around the pool table, which was fine. And the gig was good, refining a few of the little fucking new bits that I was trying in Melbourne. Melbourne was worth it, actually, even though it was a fucking horrendous bomb, but it was good. It was good to get those bits out. I do like being on stage. I'm sort of like at the crossroads a little bit with comedy, because I don't really enjoy anything other than the time on stage, which makes sense. Like Michael Jordan, I think it was Michael Jordan. Let's just say it was fucking MJ. MJ was like, I don't get paid to play. Playing's fun. I get paid to train. At the moment, I'm not training a lot. I'm just going out there and playing. But the thing is, with comedy, playing and training is the same thing. You go on stage, you're playing and you're training. You're trying your shit out, but you're doing the job too. So it's a little bit different, and I have been enjoying going up. Only with new bits though. So yeah, I'm at the crossroads. I haven't stopped doing comedy ever. A few people I know have been great comedians and then they stopped for a couple of years. Like 2-3 years. You can stop for like 6 months and come back and you're fine. Even a year. I've seen people leave for a year and then come back, and sometimes they're even better. They've lived a little bit of life and they've come back and they're better. But once you get to like 2-3 years, I've seen several comedians leave for that amount of time and come back and they were just absolute dog shit. So you can take a break, but you can't take long breaks. But I don't even really want a break. I want a break from my job. I want to be on stage more. But you know, there's some stuff in the pipeline and I just have to keep working for the next few months and then it should be fucking game over for the job. It's funny how much I've changed, like in the last, let's say 6 years. Like, whereas I used to think about jokes all the time, just like, all right, is that a bit? Is that a bit? Like, it's a mental illness. Comedy is a mental illness, and it's also, at its essence, comedy is like a thinly veiled attempt at extending your adolescence into infinity. There's some good ways to extend your adolescence: university, travel, the doll. But comedy for sure is probably the best one, especially after like 27, 28, because even university starts getting sad at around 27, 28. People go, oh, are you a doctor? Are you studying medicine? Are you a neurosurgeon or a professor of humanities? Nah, I'm still on my second year business studies course. It's like, what? But you've been at university for 8 years. It's like, yeah, I had a few hiccups along the way. So university, like, especially if you're still doing your undergrad, university around the 27, 28 is a little bit fucking rough. Then you've got travel. Travel can extend your adolescence for quite a few years. You can pretend like, oh, I'm having an adventure, I'm seeing the world. You're really just getting drunk in a different location. So after a little while, around about the same time, 27, 28, maybe into 30, travel starts getting a little bit gross. Like, hey guys, I'm Boyle. I'm just staying a couple of weeks in this hostel. What are you guys up to? Oh, you're on your gap year? Yeah. I'm still at uni. Me? Oh yeah. I'm 30. Yeah. 30. No, I'm not a doctor. No. Business studies, yep. So travel, but comedy, you can be any age. He's a comedian. It doesn't even matter what age you are because you're doing the scariest thing on earth. You're going up in front of basically no one. You're in an empty room, you're drunk, and you're going to tell jokes. Terrifying. But because it's the scariest thing on earth, at least you can drink afterwards and before it and during it and take drugs and try and fuck and do all that sort of stuff. So being a comedian is just really, except for like maybe 4 people in the history of comedy, it's just a way to keep the party going. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, what I used to think all the time was like joke. Now, like 98 to 99% of my thoughts are like, how am I going to get my kids not to be retarded? Like, how, like, what can I do? What information can I give them? What philosophy can I download on them that will give them the least possibility of just turning out completely fucking retarded? Because I'm looking around at all these other kids and I'm looking around at their retarded, because the kids are retarded, but their parents are also retarded as well. But I'm retarded too, so I need to somehow, I need to spend like all day thinking about my retardedness and trying to filter that out and like taking it away from the things that I'm trying to teach my kids. And I just don't know if I'm filtering all of it out. So I do spend a lot of time and I'm fucking reading a lot now as well. But that's most of my thoughts now. I'm like, oh my God, are they going to be retarded? Oh, fuck. Am I making them retarded? All right, I need to explain this point too. All right, I need to get to the core essence of what's going on here. I'm trying to explain to my son at the moment that if you're just honest with yourself, if you tell yourself the truth, it's like a superpower. Like, for example, he has like maybe once or twice juggled the football, like the soccer ball, in the air without it bouncing, like 20 times in a row. Like once or twice he's done that. And so when people ask him how many times you can juggle, he says 20. But if he picks up the ball at any random moment and starts juggling, it's more like 2 or 3. So I'm like, listen, you've got to live in the truth. The truth is you can only juggle the ball twice or 3 times. The lie is you can juggle the ball 20 times. You've done it once or twice. That's okay. Like, you did it by accident. I'm like, pick up the ball now, juggle it. And he did it, and he juggled it like twice, 3 times. And I gave him like 10 goes. And he got up to like 4 or 5 or something like that. But his average was about 2 or 3 before it just went fucking chaos. And I'm like, see? So how many juggles can you do? If you pick up the ball and start juggling, how many can you do? He's like, probably 2 or 3. I'm like, that's the truth. See, when you live in the lie, which is the 20, you start believing the lie. And then in your head, you get this inflated idea I don't say inflated, of your capabilities, which gives you no incentive to work hard to improve, because in your mind you're thinking, I can juggle 20, which you can't. But if you live in the truth, if you say to yourself, I can only juggle twice, that's embarrassing. So you won't even tell people that. You won't even say I can juggle twice. But what you might do is practice until you can juggle 5 times. And then you can say I can juggle it 5 times. But that's still a little bit embarrassing. And then you work a little bit harder, and then you get up to 10. Then eventually you bring the truth in line with the lie. And eventually the truth will overtake the lie, and the lie falls apart. But the superpower is living in the truth. And he's like, can I watch TV now? Anyway, fucking that'll do for tonight, and I'll see you the fuck later.